What's up, homies? Luana here in the beautiful energy of the Lionsgate portal, intentionally wanting to deliver any healing messages for the collective inner child. So if that sounds like what you're needing at this time, I'm seeing the number 11. There's a lot about how the inner child is showing up in the mind and in the heart, and the purpose of reading this energy is to help the inner child integrate in safety and love and healing, and to be held by the one who knows them best. You, not me, you. You are the one your inner child is looking for. And maybe that puts a bit of pressure on you, but we're going to go slow and steady. And you're welcome to watch this many times if you wish, one time if that's all you need. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I feel like we need to kind of just be a bit playful with this reading. And we'll start with, this is my throat chakra bowl. So just welcoming you to this dinger as I ding. Beautiful. Okay, homies. Let's get into it. What does Spirit have for us today? For those who are going to be aligned to see this video, whether it's on the day that it's posted, a week later, a month later, or a year later. Humans are beautiful creatures who are able to receive healing no matter the weather, no matter the day. This is a timeless inner child healing reading. What's on top for the collective inner child spirit? How can we as a collective feel more held, more loved, more guided? How can we as a collective become our own protector, our own healer, our own mother, and our own father? First one, number 15, create. Kiss the cook. Lots about nourishment and how we nourish ourselves. There's lots of kisses on this little bunny. I'm wondering though if kisses is what he's needing, or if he's needing something else as he provides the nourishment. Because his face is not necessarily looking like those kisses are all received. So just as a reader, what I'm feeling is we could be acknowledging our inner child's boundaries being crossed in physicality. For example, not being asked for permission for a hug or a kiss, which we know with respect, there can be, my own culture included, That's the way we greet each other, but it's left an energetic imprint for anyone who resonates to that. Next we have 36 star guidance. So maybe you love winter, Christmas, skiing, snowboarding, stars, the magic, the peace of the night time. Maybe you're someone who also feels more at peace during the night time when, you know, it's more natural for everyone to be sleeping. If you don't feel at peace at night time, at this time, you're having trouble sleeping, insomnia, having trouble getting to sleep or staying asleep, there's something your inner child is holding that's kind of in a freeze state. Excuse me. That's wanting to melt and be released. So if you are seeing this video, and apologies, I got cut off explaining this card and I was really in the moment, so I was a little bit ho-ha with that. But as I was saying, if you are seeing this message and it resonates, there could be something that's unfreezing that the adult you is ready to hold with more love and more tenderness and more care. But it's allowing what's being unfrozen to guide you on the journey you're on. And you're being guided back to, like, you know, the beacon, finding the beacon in the dark sea again, and feeling a little bit more independent in how you operate in life, getting more self-assurance. I feel like this is what naturally comes with acknowledging any childhood issues with sleep or safety in sleep. Next we have number 21, be studious, 111 on this timer. So I feel like your inner child is craving a new way to learn, a new way to connect, and a new way to live life through, well, not through you. Like you have, if you're someone who's wanting to study something new or expand your knowledge, your inner child energy can be supportive of that at this time. Like being the learner, being playful in your new learning, being allowed to make mistakes, being allowed to ask questions, being allowed to put your hand up. All these things, there could be some healing going on for you in your relationship to education or the education system, whether that is you witnessing your own children moving through it and that's bringing stuff up for you as well. But yeah, these are our 3 inner child cards at least this time. Number 15, create. Number 36, star guidance. And number 21, be studious. Excuse me. So, if your creativity was flowing freely, where would it land? Where would it like to land? You are meant to be doing things, new ways of doing and interacting with your creativity, with your world. But what I'm going to ask now, Spirit, is how are these inner child energies showing up in the mental space of the person seeing this video? How is the mental space responding to this inner child energy at this time? Under 15, create, we have 0, new beginnings with the Fool. You're ready to let this go. You're ready to let go of that feeling of your physical boundary being crossed, of that lived memory in the body being moved. Maybe you've been walking your walk here, homie, and closing that door. And you're ready to create from having more of your wholeness back. Not that it was ever gone, but part of it was tied up in the stress and the secrecy and the being hidden. And what I mean is that emotional energy tied to having your boundaries crossed and maybe not being heard in the moment. This card makes me feel like you've heard you. And I'm wondering too if some of you may need to ditch a certain creation that is tied to that old energy of not feeling good in your body or not feeling like you're receiving the nourishment you're giving. This new creation needs to come from the wholeness you feel now. On 36, star guidance, we have number 5, the throat chakra. Interesting. Expressing your beliefs, expressing your joy, expressing what makes you happy, expressing your inspiration, your fire. And I'm going to kind of like the opposite of the snowy landscape. What makes you feel heated up? What can't you not speak up for? And I feel like that is the energy that is wanting to come through in regards to connecting with your own star guidance, whatever that means to you, if that means God, if that means goddess, or an angel or an ancestor. Okay, you can meet your ancestors in the way that you choose to wield your words, because they are powerful and they are creating your reality. So if you say, I can't connect to my ancestors, it's going to be really hard to connect with them. If you say, I am working on connecting with my ancestors, that's the change your guidance is wanting to hear at this stage. This is also leading you back to your independent voice. Your voice is a gift. The words you choose to use are a gift, and they can help people on whatever journey they are on. Sometimes the ability to notice and recognize things outside of the situation being described or talked about is the guidance to lead people away from looking at the thing that's broken for too long. Interesting. I said the mind, didn't I? So your mind's on a new beginning in the way that it expresses. In the way that it listens. I feel like they're saying that we used to mentally use our throat chakra energy to listen in a hyper-vigilant manner, or listen to opportunities to belong, opportunities to be accepted, but it was coming from a fear place as opposed to listening for our people, listening for our environments, listening for the same voices that spark inspiration and burn away the ice, the frozen energy. Under 21, be studious, we have number 3 with the Empress, fertility. Yeah, your mind is ready to be kind of obsessed with something new and something for you, something that feeds you back to yourself, something that your heart is joining in on. So you could be being studious about Mother Nature, about healing, about motherhood, about children, postpartum, pregnancy. You could be a midwife. You could be teaching midwifery, a doula. You could be a gardener, wanting to learn it. This is very fertile for your inner child to be part of. Like, you know, when you're, I don't know if you guys had the experience, but like following your granny around the garden as a little kid and watching her do all the work and, you know, wondering, not really noticing it as work and joining in and having your little gardening gloves on. It's kind of like, allow yourself the excitement, because that's the spirit of the inner child along this journey, and that's going to help combat kind of that keeping yourself simmered. And I feel like there's this energy mentally, like you'd simmer yourself. Maybe that's where the, like, you mentally simmer how you'd represent yourself out of safety, and now it's like you want to show where you're simmering. Feels quite freeing in a sense. Out of curiosity now, I would like to check in, where is this energy landing in the heart space for collective? These cards so nice. Where is this energy landing in the heart space for the collective? Three of Pentacles, reach out, under create and new beginnings. I think there's a little bit of feeling unsure of yourself and like the social aspects of your life when you're with other people, whether they're relationships you've already had or whether they're new relationships. There's a little bit of hesitation here, but with the Three of Pentacles coming through, reaching out, you will receive support at this time, and the support might look and feel different because you've been playing to a role or playing to protecting this inner child, whereas now this inner child has this new opportunity to be saying yay or nay to your social relationships. It could be like a craving for connections that help aid you in a creative space, by being inspiring, by being honest, by being truthful, by being playful. These are the energies that are quite healing for you at this time on an inner child level, and your heart is craving that in-person feeling of being supported. On Star Guidance, Throat Chakra, we have the Wheel of Fortune with flow. Big change in this energy, homies. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about going through the darkness and being rebirthed in the light with the knowledge that you have found within your heart whilst in the dark. So it's like, say, star guidance, connecting to source, connecting to spirit, connecting to God. The way that you were brought up, whether it was in a religion or not, or a culture, your expression seems to have been, what's the word? The word is groomed to what's appropriate and what's not. And in doing so, it kind of feels like you've left a part of yourself frozen in the ice, the fire, the odd one, the unique one, the one that says, yeah, but what about this? Or the one that asks questions. And it's like a little bit of, I would call this soul retrieval energy, where you are, where she is now coming back to you, she or he is coming back to you, and you're going to feel more curious, you're going to be asking more questions, you're going to be feeling safe to challenge, because we all need to be challenged, we all need to be, you know, confrontation is not necessarily comfortable, but it's something we all face at some stage in our life. And you might be confronting yourself with, is this how I want to express myself moving forward? But what Spirit is saying, or what your heart space is saying, is like it is flowing into change. And I love that the heart space is the one right by the throat chakra. So if you're able to feel the energy coming from your heart into your throat, there's this permission to trust that, as opposed from the energy coming from here into here, because this is more likely to be old patterns. 15-15, this is the new pattern. Okay, on Be Studious and the Empress, we have the Fool with trust. So we have Be Studious, the Empress, and trust. There's literally nothing holding you back, babe. All those old stories, all those lost dreams or missed opportunities, they don't matter now. You got what you need. You got what you need to see what you're studying through, whether that's a block course, whether that's a degree, a PhD. Trust. If you're seeing this video, you've been waiting since your childhood to be growing this for you. And I love that the bunny is sleeping in this picture now, because it feels like the bunny is at rest, knowing that they're starting to interact and create a relationship with the knowledge, the wisdom, and the work that they're here to do. Well done, well done. That's beautiful, homies. I love that you got a double Fool energy. So there's new beginnings in the mind, there's new beginnings in the heart, and you're doing really well. I just feel so excited right now for you. Okay, we're gonna clarify with the Sacred Forest Oracle. For whatever reason, just going with it. I feel like what the inner child healing that's happening, it's for the inner child that's still a bit stuck in lack of confidence, or like not having much self-esteem. And I just want to tell those inner children that are, you know, still wondering whether they're going to get their full moment, or their leap of faith, and their confirmation that they're allowed to do what they want to do. This is it, baby. You're allowed. You're allowed to exist. You're allowed to do way more than just exist. You're allowed to create. You're allowed to try again. You're allowed to receive guidance from yourself and from the stars. So let's see what else wants to come through. We have Miracles with the Rainbow Waterfall. This is on Create, New Beginnings, Reach Out, Miracles. I feel like this is talking to the miracle of an aligned friendship, an aligned relationship, or even an aligned colleague. The miracle that we can bring to each other when we're in our heart space, when we're feeling our colours, and when we are releasing our emotions, releasing healing energy. So there's 3 butterflies in there too. So very much trio energy in the miracle that is wanting to come through. What else are you trying to say to me, Rainbow Waterfall? I think there's something about cleansing any ideas of worthiness being related to sexuality, or worthiness related to expressing sexuality, being safe to do that. It's like the miracle of living your truth, living your colour, whether that means being a weirdo or being a gay weirdo, respectfully. Whatever is to you, right? Like, these people that are coming in, or these people that are ready to hear the truth that you've been holding back, are ready to celebrate you for you, babe. Okay, I'll leave that there. And then on star guidance, throat chakra and flow, we have love. The wild rose fairy, number 47, love. That is the new change, that is the new direction. For now, we let our inner child know, hey, I'm really aware that on my life journey, I've had to freeze pieces of you. And now I'm calling you back. I'm calling you forth. I'm calling you home. And I'm calling you with love. The flow, the change, the having to kind of deep dive and come out of it and integrate the knowing, let your body catch up with your wisdom, your mind's wisdom, your heart wisdom, going back into the darkness. You are being delivered in the love that you need. And there's like a lot of awarenesses coming to you around how love is at the root of uncomfortable or dark energy sometimes. And what I mean by that is that as a child, if we are not receiving unconditional love, if we're receiving conditional love, then we try to fit the conditions. And that's where we leave parts of ourselves behind, or we have to freeze parts of our authenticity. And what I mean is that sometimes we might have a childhood memory, and it might be angry, and it might be disgust, and it might be, a lack of confidence. But what is rooted there was that someone we loved or something we loved caused that secondary shame, embarrassment, judgment, and then we forgot that we were loving, and we just took on the shame of that and left the love. So love is coming back. Speak to yourself lovingly, and that might not be all light and love. Being loving to yourself might be saying, like, it's time to get up, put your shoes on and do your thing. I don't know, but this is unique. What I'm saying is individual to you. I'm not saying if you don't like the mushy affirmations to force yourself to use them. Write your own version. Then on Be Studious, Fertility and the Fool, we have Flow again, Meandering Pathway, number 24. Flow again. So we've got double flow and double fool. I don't know why that made me laugh. Okay, I'm getting it now, thank you. This flow card is speaking about how, what Spirit is saying, and what I can hear is like the thing that they're meant to study, or that they are studying or wondering about studying, is going to have its own current of energy. And this could even be your own business, being studious in your own business and leveling up. But if your heart is calling you to do this, your soul is calling you to do this, there you will find a flow that complements your life. If you are the one that's trying to force unrealistic expectations, the flow will be blocked. In order for fertile seeds to grow, we need flow to reach them. Trusting yourself to know when to balance rest and to balance productivity is going to be your best colleague or best study buddy, okay? Interesting. And you may be unexpectedly taken down, or being taken down different pathways. Like maybe you started doing nursing and now you've jumped to midwifery. It could be something like that. Maybe you thought your business was about one thing, but now actually you're going to do another thing. Flow is also very much like giving energy worker as well, which could be just an additional modality that you're wanting to study at this time. But yeah, this wise wizard here just wants me to point him out. Maybe that is a grandfather energy helping anchor you on the other side if he's passed, or he's someone that can help you with your work ethic, because like if your inner child has witnessed a lack of work ethic, or someone that struggled to perform in the way society sets us up to perform, you're kind of rewriting the way that you can earn your keep, is what I'm hearing. That's not how I would say it, but earn your keep. And maybe was like their shackle, as they had to earn their keep, they had to earn their keep. And now you have the audacity to go and live your dream. Energetically, there's something to release for an ancestor that came before you. So I just invite you to say, I release this now. I release this now, and I allow any ancestors who want to clear blockages on my path to mahi, to study, to clear those blockages now with unconditional love. Amen. Alrighty. I do feel like getting some chakra cards now, just clarifying further, and then we can get a few ending oracles. I feel really dizzy. Hang on. You were first and you were second. Okay, let me have a water. Okay, under create, new beginnings, reach out, and miracles, we have expression. Throat chakra, express your true self, the world needs you. Brother, it is time to reach out to people that allow you to feel free in your expression and and go for it. Just go for it. Express your true self, find your trio, find your tribe, and just sit back and let the miracles happen, bro. Because it is a miracle. Like, imagine as an inner child believing something about yourself that is negative and untrue, and then later in life finding two other, I don't know why, I'm not saying weirdos like in a mean way, I'm saying it in a like acknowledgement way. Later in life finding two weirdos who exhibit what you've exhibited, and maybe they reflect the version of you that didn't get it beaten out of them, and you have the miracle of being able to meet that energy in adulthood and have your inner child feel healed and witnessing that authenticity from another being. Or maybe you are that mirror to other people, or you're going to be. You're definitely going to be. But yeah, expression. And then we have vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength, throat chakra. So this is spirit acknowledging that what they're asking of you does bring up vulnerability. And this is a message that in every relationship, not in every, sorry, I misspoke. In the relationships we choose to keep close to us, vulnerability is a necessity. You need to be able to have space for vulnerability. And you need that space within yourself, because this is coming under that throat chakra star guidance card. Having vulnerability within yourself, 30, sorry, I'm banging you around there, can be like having self-intimacy to challenge negative self-thoughts or ideals. Because sometimes it's not necessarily like we feel vulnerable in trying something new. Maybe we feel vulnerable because the new thing we're trying is bringing out more and more of our true selves, and that's when the vulnerability kicks in. Oh, am I going to share this? Am I ready to share it? And it's okay if you're not ready to share it. You do not have to, but you can have safe vulnerability in sharing that with yourself, whatever the whatever is. Then we have meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes with the crown chakra. And a fourth card came through, safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. Meditation, safety. This just reminds me of what we said about we are the parent we've always needed. If you're someone who's watching this who's like, older than they were when they were a kid, we are the parent we've always needed. You get to decide your building blocks now, homie. Are you going to build on trust or doubt? Are you going to build on fear or flow? Are you going to build on conditions and obligations or unconditional love? Are you going to reject miracles or believe in them? What are you wanting your foundation to be? As you grow into this new space that you're wanting to grow. Meditation, to see more clearly, close your eyes. This could just be an invitation of your inner child, helping to integrate them back into your system in a loved-based way instead of a fear-based way. And this is where I'm feeling that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, and this is where it might take some time for you as the adult to be patient, to be kind, to be compassionate to the inner child. As those feelings come up, will you meet them and you let them know that they matter, that it all mattered, and that you see and hear, or you're ready to see and hear them. And this isn't something, I would actually caution you to not do this too much, this meditation with the inner child, maybe once a day, but don't try to solve all your childhood problems in one meditation sitting. Homie, this is a lifelong unfolding of flow, okay? But this is an option to us. So if you're not sure, if you're feeling anxious because you're not sure, it's time to take space and meditate on it. Whether that looks like crossing your legs and saying Om, or lying in your bed with the electric blanket on, cuddled up, or walking peacefully in nature. Meditation can be what it means to you, okay? But it is needing to bring a state of feeling connected within, with whoever is showing up within. Katie Pie? All right. We will now go to our ending oracles, homie. I hope that has helped at whatever capacity you've needed it to. I'm going to read 2 ending oracles. One from the Healing the Inner Child deck. And then, because it is Leo season and Leos rule the heart, we can get a heart healing oracle as well. Okay, so the purpose of doing an ending oracle is to help the person watching transition back into their day-to-day life, or whatever their day is asking of them. And if they can, I invite them to take their time, do some self-care after the reading. But it's also for that double confirmation or triple confirmation, since we've got flow twice and the full twice. So let's see what comes through. What is our first ending oracle, please, homie? We have number 1 with awe. Do you know what I'm feeling? That when you're a kid and you don't know to overthink yet, you don't know to not be present, you don't know to dissociate yet, and you just are being, that's what I feel. Number 1, awe coming through. Invitation. Awe is a feeling of being in the presence of beauty and vastness. We might experience awe when we're gazing up at the night sky or while looking at art. In these moments, we connect with wonder and timelessness. Awe can arise during special moments of our lives, such as birth of a child, but also in our everyday lives as we watch the first spring blossoms emerge. Research shows that daily bursts of awe predict greater well-being and curiosity weeks later. Not only does awe increase well-being, the research also uncovered the benefits of awe for clear thinking, good health, and close relationships. Experiencing awe makes us more inclined to help someone in need. Studies have highlighted the link between awe and altruism. Being in the presence of vastness enables greater kindness towards others. This card invites you to recognize the beauty and vastness in your life and in the world, to give awe as a place and allow this emotion to become part of your daily life. Awe is a doorway to transformation. So I feel like there's an invitation to go stand in a big fuck off field, or the mountains. go see a mountain, go climb, go hike. But we'll continue. Inner child. Look at this card and check in with your inner child. Was there a time when the suffering in your life was so great that you disconnected from awe? How old were you? What was going on and what did you need at that time? Revisit that memory and offer your younger self the support you wish you had received. Allow your adult self to step into the moment as a loving presence and source of support. This is the power of reparenting the little you. Your inner child might need support, information, and comfort around what happened in the past, and you are able to offer that now. Your adult self can journey through time and space to your younger self, changing the present and the future as you heal their wounds and reclaim your connection with awe. Say out loud to your inner child, "You are awesome." Okay, I will finish reading this. Journey. The ultimate wound as we journey through this lifetime is loss of connection with the sublime, with the miraculous nature of our existence. When we experience awe, wonder, and joy, we access the blissful and unconditionally loving parts of us. This essence has always been there, waiting for you to experience it, ever calm, confident, curious, and compassionate. Recall a moment when you felt awe. This could be a memory from childhood or a recent experience. Sit with your eyes closed, focusing your awareness on your breath, allowing the sensations of awe to wash over you. What does awe feel like in your body? Notice its quality and allow it to expand. You might want to journal about your experience, and every time you encounter awe, stay with it for a few breaths. Over time, deepening your relationship with this emotion for greater connection and well-being. I love that. I started smiling because when the guidance was saying to bring awe in, I just felt like I had wings. Like my chicken wings, but like, you know, that's where I felt the energy of awe coming in, was like this energy of wings. So that could just be confirmation for someone if they thought that they were feeling crazy feeling that. No, let yourself feel that, baby. Okay, final card to help the homies transition back to their day, night, arvo. From my heart to your heart, let's get this Healing Heart Oracle, fam. There she is, number 20. Don't give up on love, heart. What do you desire? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'll just read it from the book. Dear heart, I know you have experienced immense pain and heartbreak. You have gone into survival mode, numbing and pushing away all hurtful feelings, while at the same time repressing joy, intuition, and love. You have developed immense fear of opening yourself to loving, passionate, giving, connected, empowering, and healing relationships. The time has come for you to gain more inner strength and courage and take a step forward towards love. Know that no matter how much you have tried to convince yourself that love is unattainable, this is not the truth. In fact, there is a magnificent soul that is yearning to connect with you and share your life journey. However, they can only connect with you if you let go of your limited ways of thinking. If you are already in a relationship, this is a nudge for you to work on letting go of the past and open your heart to a renewed depth of love. If that is not possible with your current partner, then know that there is someone else there for you who can offer you the type of nourishing love you are searching for. but you have to create space for them. Okay, homies. The heart healing here is, it is time to go beyond your fear and make a commitment to release what is holding you back from meeting the love of your life. Journal what you are afraid of and what you are ready to let go of. Then record the qualities you are looking for in an incredible partner. Imagine what this person's energy may feel like and practice opening your heart daily to receiving this person into your life. Dress up and go out to a variety of events where you can meet your dream lover. If you are in a relationship, give yourself an opportunity to reconnect with your partner and rediscover them and your relationship. So that is the don't give up on love heart. Okay, homies, as I said, take time with yourself after finishing this reading. Be the spiritual, emotional, mental, physical support you need, and know that taking what resonates does shift. Taking what resonates from an inner child level can shift how we present or how we appear in our present moment, and it can have those, if we're having healing, that healing can ripple out to our relationships, and continue that healing in response to what energy flows to and from you. Okay, you get to allow, you get to say yes, you get to say no. It's okay to choose you and your dream, and then the next night choose you and your social needs. Okay, you can have it all. I'll leave that with you. Lots of love. Happy Lionsgate. I'll see you next time.